very funky energy. A lot of like past feelings coming up with this journey. I've personally gone to like places emotionally and mentally that I haven't been in a while. So let me know if you guys are feeling that. I got this gong. I was hoping to increase some of the sound healing in my readings. It's weird because my singing bowl okay, so actually I want to put a different song on. But yeah, so how are you guys feeling? Because I'm just feeling like a lot of past energy resurging, and I don't know why I was compelled to do a reading at this time of night, but I feel that this is needed, okay? So let's see what's going on. I'm going to start off with tarot. A lot of like personal like things that this journey reflected back on the counterparts, I feel like is coming up, okay? The four of cups just popped in my head as a why is this so like blurry looking? It's not because of that. Weird. Okay. Let me know if the lighting is okay for you guys. All right, so missed opportunity. That Four of Cups just popped in my brain for some reason. Okay, so grief and loss, death, transition. I feel both counterparts are going through this really heavily right now. Concrete ideas. Page of Pentacles keeps coming up too, and restoration. So we have going from death to temperance here. Okay, so I'm just not feeling good about this. It feels like it looks fuzzy, the light. All right, well, Sagittarius, Scorpio energy, and then Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I feel like we're trying to transmute like what's happened on this journey into something like tangible. So I feel like counterparts could be feeling like this whole journey was such a deep spiritual journey, but what are we actually getting in the 3D from it? What is supposed to happen? Because if I'm not supposed to be with this person, okay, fine, we went on a spiritual journey, we got into our path, into our mission, but for a lot of us, growing spiritually doesn't feel enough because we still want something tangible. Some of us have started careers out of this, have done a lot of work on ourselves, have gotten to a place where we can give back, but there's still something about the romantic aspect of this journey that feels very incomplete. It feels very anticlimactic. Okay, so we have King of Swords and two. Yeah, and I'm getting so much Two of Pentacles energy lately. And I just feel like the masculine is really trying to be in their intellectual space about this. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here. They're trying to really do things from an intellectual standpoint and keep things balanced, not get too like emotionally pulled into this dynamic. I feel that both parties feel like this has been such an emotional undertaking, this whole journey, that people are just trying to avoid the intense feelings of it. They're trying to keep balanced here between the Temperance and the Two of Pentacles, okay? People are just trying to keep their mind balanced. They're trying to keep themselves balanced. It's like nobody wants to be pulled back into any of the heavy energy. We keep getting King of Cups too. Scorpio energy here. We've got 2 Scorpio energies already here. The feminine right now is feeling like a lot of, I feel her insecurities are coming up for some reason. I feel like there's a lot of feelings of failure, of not being good enough, of not having reciprocated feelings. And what's funny is that the feminine feels so unloved right now, and I actually feel the masculine loves the feminine more than he ever has right now, which is so weird with the King of Cups, okay? But he's not saying anything, and the feminine is sort of feeling like, and I've been saying, you know, she's doing good, but something knocked the feminine off her horse right now. She's feeling a little bit unloved. She's feeling the unreciprocated feelings. She's facing a lot of her feelings of failure and rejection here with the journey. So let's get some from the Moody Moon feminine. Mysterious, my boundaries are up, okay? So I feel like she feels very guarded, and I feel a lot of this could have to do with like the pandemic keeping her like really in her own space. She hasn't really been able to get out, to explore, to experience life. She's, you know, a lot of people in this pandemic have literally been living in their head. Now for the masculine, it's a little different because a lot of them are with karmics, but the feminine, she just wants to explore. She just wants to enjoy life, but she was already kind of tied up. I'm saying she, it could be a he. You guys know, I just need to make it easy that way. The feminine already felt like she lost her partner in crime when she couldn't be in the physical with the masculine. So she was already dealing with the grief and loss before the pandemic. But now this pandemic has made her 3D world even smaller. So a lot of feminines have had to grow spiritually, but there is this need to be more active, to do more things in the 3D world, because I feel like it's getting a lot to be for the feminine. We could have a lot of feminines in their cycles right now, which is could be why I'm feeling a lot of energy here, syncing up with the full moon. Okay. Wow, that flew. Shining. There's 2 cards here with like the sun. I feel the answer for the feminine right now is to get as much like vitamin D and sunlight and light, and to not go into the darkness of this journey, because I feel like a lot of people talk about, you know, facing your shadow and overcoming the wounds, but I feel there's a point where the feminine has just dwelled in that space so long, and it's become her identity to be rejected and broken and not good enough and left behind. And I don't feel that that's a healthy energy anymore to be diving into. I feel like the feminine really needs to find ways to feel sunshine on her face, not replay that story anymore where she wasn't good enough for the masculine. Meditation here. Look at the sun again. All these cards with the sun. So it's really important right now for the feminine to get out of her past energy, of her past identity. Now the masculine, it's like shine back this light on her inadequacies as it was. And I feel like her mission and her point was to get past that, like realize that it wasn't the masculine rejecting her, it was her own wounds. Fine, she saw them, she faced them, but she doesn't have to like live in them, okay? We have lunar cycles again, so a lot of feminines could be really synced up with the lunar cycles right now. Communication, handling challenging. I feel a lot of feminines, their biggest issue is the lack of communication. That's like the biggest blow to their ego, to their emotions, to their sense of self-worth. But really, we have to remember we're not who we were when we met our masculine, when our masculine chose another path, okay? We have changed, feminines. We are not that person anymore. I feel like we're getting pulled back to that energy right now, and I'm not really sure why. Let's get some messages from the masculine. It's almost like this is the universe's way of pulling the feminine back to the twin flame path when she's trying to be honest, like walk away from it, to disidentify from it. You were the best sex I ever had. It could be that the masculine's craving her sexually. He wants that sexual attention. He could be trying to pull her in through this, okay? I miss lying in bed with you and feeling the warmth of your soul. So the masculine's missing the 3D feeling of the feminine too here. There's two things about the bed. You were the only one that really saw me for me. It's so interesting though, because I feel the feminine was the only one that saw the masculine for them, and the masculine pushed the feminine away because of that. Let's see where the masculine's at, mood-wise. Seeking, awakening, enlightened, inspired. I already pulled an awakening card today. Horny. Look at this, you guys. I'm not even in sacral energy, so this is definitely not my energy. I did some major healing around my sacral, and it like relieves so much of that, but this is definitely a masculine energy, okay? The masculine is craving the feminine sexually, okay? So that's what's going on. And so this is always his way of pulling her back to, her weakness is her emotions, the masculine's is the physical need. Because the feminine could have physical need, but that's not what gets her to contact the masculine. I feel we have speak and communication. What's going on right now is some of you guys may have not spoken to your masculines for a while. Those are the ones I'm kind of talking to right now. Your masculine is trying to get you to contact them. Now, I feel the masculine is a lot of times in a devil energy where his higher self is not as pronounced as his 3D version that's wanting that upper hand because maybe he hasn't heard from you and he's trying to pull on your weakness, which is when the feminine's in that low vibration, she starts to feel needy of the masculine's approval. If you ever notice when you're starting to feel confident, you don't need to contact your masculine as much. So I feel the masculine's in his own way trying to get that sexual need filled, and that's what's happening here. It's very interesting. I hope you guys are following what I'm talking about. Vicious, brutal, savage. And this kind of like brutal of the masculine because I feel he's still not ready, but he wants that sexual like hunger to be satisfied. And it's a very strong energy, but the feminine has to realize she has the strength. She is the dragon in this situation, okay? The dragon is powerful, supernatural strength. She has the strength. She actually runs the show of this dynamic. Circling back to you, round and round, returning for more. Yeah, it's like something happened in the masculine's life where he needs that ego boost, that sexual need, but don't fall for it, guys, because I feel that's the masculine's trying to prey right now on the feminine's weakness. Just go through weak moments, do everything you can, but don't reach out. Blinded by the light, fearing a higher power, closed-minded mentality. We have a lot about the light here. But we have to be in the light. We don't want to get blinded by it. We want to find ways to be in it. Forward footsteps, making the best possible choice on the correct path. I feel the feminines are really being tested right now, to be honest. A lot of struggles and insecurities are coming up about the feminines. You guys could be thinking about just like people along the journey that like you experience that same feeling of rejection, of not being good enough. This is all ways for you to grow and not depend on your masculine to approve of you, because your masculine is your ultimate mirror showing you that they actually love you unconditionally, so you don't need to do anything. You have their love, okay? The other people are kind of like the minions that they send. Got Two of Cups reversed. The answer is not within this dynamic right now. The answer is within self-love, okay? Awakening here. Interesting. Muse of Voices, which is Page of Swords. So this is still the, no, this is King of Swords. Again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But this is still the masculine wanting you to communicate, being very detached, you remembering the coldness of the masculine, and you know, it's father issues, it's rejection as a child, okay? That's what they're, it's like sometimes I feel that the masculine is sort of evil. Okay, that's horrible to say, but that their intentions are just coming from such a low vibration that they're not thinking of anyone's best interest in the situation, okay? So the Muse of Voices is the King of Swords. Let's see what it says here. Communicating truth, intuitive knowing, integrity, directness, honest leader. But that's not them coming forward. That's them being detached here, okay? We have awakening here. This is the third time I've gotten this tonight, but it's reversed, okay? So they're not quite ready to see the truth, see the light. There's a lot about the light here, being blinded by it. They haven't fully realized this soulmate connection, and they won't until the feminine gets strong in herself. That's what needs to happen. The feminine has to work through these speed bumps. And it's funny because I wanted to use work your light, because I feel there's a dark and light struggle going on right now, and that's why I wanted to get on here. So let's see how the feminine could get into her light. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy, okay? We've got to shift things. We've got to go into a new, either physical environment, new relationships, talk to someone that breathes new life into you, birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. We've got to stop focusing on the past, the people from the past, all of the players that were involved with our situation, old locations. It's just, we have to birth a new beginning, a new reality for ourselves. Warrior woman, have you answered your deeper calling? And I feel like a lot of us can find this within our calling, like what we're supposed to be doing. Okay, so I'm getting the feeling that this reading, you know, when I get on camera, a lot of times it's really for the feminine to get empowered. We've really got to realize that the masculine isn't ready yet, and any nudge or pull they're trying to do is not coming from a place of awaken. They have awaken reverse. It's coming from a place where we still have some healing to do. That's not to say we dwell in the areas where we're lacking. That's saying how we can better take care of ourselves, how we can nurture ourselves, how we can love ourselves. Quench your thirst, be receptive, rehydrate, replenish yourself. Okay, physical care, self-care, really putting our needs first. Remnants of Atlantis, the past resurfacing past lives and karma. It's a very karmic night to me right now. I feel a very karmic energy. Okay, so it's really time that we've got to put our health, our well-being first, and realize that their crap is their crap. We're not saving anyone. We're only going to drown if we try to save anybody. Look at this. Worthy. Self-worth, okay? What can you guys do to feel more worthy? Manifest. Watch Abraham Hicks, okay? Watch high vibrational things. Let's get some final messages from the masculine. Sometimes I was mean to you because I didn't want you to love me because it was too hard not being able to have you. So the masculine's higher self always kind of knew that they weren't good for you. And they weren't ready for you, and so they pushed you away. This is because they didn't love themselves, and they also were pushing you. Loving you is the scariest thing I've ever done. I have been afraid of losing you since day one. It was their abandonment issues. They abandoned you, and they made you take ownership of feelings that they couldn't take ownership of. Okay, so we're going to end with one of my Sigil Oracle cards. I love this deck. You guys know that. Let's see what the final card is here. Manipura. I love this color. And I just pulled Manifest. I don't know why this reminds me of this. But it's all what we're focusing on. Remember that. So we've got to find ways to chill our brain out, find positive things to focus on, because I feel there's a very collective high anxiety, stressed out, emotional energy. And this is page 35. Strength. We already pulled something about strength here. Okay, so power, radiance, vitality, manifestation. The mantra is, alchemy is not beyond me. It is my powerful birthright. If you lack self-confidence, try to understand that it is not an external affair. Your own perception of yourself is all that matters, and it is the only difference between you embodying this confidence or not. No matter what has happened to you, you still have a choice in how things play out. However, and wherever you can, surround yourself with golden tones, whether it be clothes, painting a room, being out in the sunshine, light therapy, golden foods. Get friendly with yellow. Take it into yourself and feel that inner light shine. Feel the power of it. Draw that power from your solar plexus into your heart, and then speak that power using your throat chakra. You guys, look at this. Look at what I pulled tonight. The shining, the golden tones. I just can't even believe how beautiful these messages are. It's time for you guys to get into the light, and your masculine will follow, okay? Let's get 3 last cards for where the masculine's at, just because I'm sure you guys want to know. Where is this masculine at right now? We have a lot of detached energy with the King of Swords, so where is this masculine at? Knight of Wands reversed, 2 of Wands, I'm getting a lot, and Queen of Pentacles, and Magician. He's playing games, okay? He knows your worth with the Earth Queen, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. He is still deciding, but he's also still in this very sexual energy where he's not ready to settle down. He wants to believe he has. He wants to play the King of Swords, but he's not. He's trying to manipulate things. And like I started off the reading with 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups reversed. I feel he really regrets like minimizing the feminine's worth, because now it's like he stands on the outside and he wants to be able to experience all the greatness that she is, but he ruined this, okay? He's now an outsider looking in, and he knows that part of her being in her worth is not giving him the time of day, because he is not anywhere close to being her equal. This is the Knight of Wands reversed. And the only king, we did have King of Cups. His emotions are strong, but he's not King of Wands. He's King of Swords, and he is King of Cups, but he's not a strong person. And we have a lot of energy about needing strength here. So that's your guys' reading. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope I'll see you guys next time. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know how this resonated with you. Love you guys. See you guys soon. Bye.